I'm Gene Shuey, and we're going to be doing some little bit of reminiscing and so forth with Jeff Cooper. And we're going to kind of jump into his head, find out a little bit about his life and where he is at this point, too. Jeff, when was the first time that you were introduced to the firearm, and what kind of firearm was it?
The concept of the practical pistol. It wasn't the first man to try it. I would say the first man to experiment with practical pistol shooting was Major Fairbairn, who was with the Shanghai police in China. And he wrote up some things about using the handgun on the street in man against man situations. See, up to that time, the idea of pistol shooting was targets. And all it gave you to learn with a target shot was a piece of paper at 25 meters, and you could shoot long hand. And this is not very impressive. That's not the way a pistol is used. But in these practical matches we had, we were able to examine where a pistol is used and try to build a program of pistol technique which measured what happens on the street or in the battle. No matter how often I describe it and teach it, people don't get it.
Yeah.
I hear people parroting the color code and getting it wrong and all the time. Of course, I can't say it. It's right. If this guy wants to use it some other way, fine, it's his business. But he should not say that I told him that.
Yes, Jeff, you're known as the guru of pistol craft,
right.
And everybody knows you're legendary with the .45 and bringing pistol shooting up to what it is today. But I recall back at Big Bear, you always had an interest in rifle. I recall us shooting 500 and 700 yards there at Big Bear with the rifle. And you kind of carried that over into gunsight too, haven't you? Yeah,
yes,
how did all this come about?
I've been I put on rifle schools at gunsight for about 5 years before I sold. And I was working on systems for teaching people to use a rifle, which are, I think, superior than you can get in the service because...
A couple of years ago, you sent me your 1911 A1, and it had a military bottom to it, the frame, and it had property of U.S. On that. And was that the frame or the pistol that you carried the Marine Corps? How did you come about that?
Did you ever send it back?
No, I still have it.
I thought so.